Hello, simplifiers. How are you doing? Happy New Year. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend and extra day with your family or your friends or whoever you're spending your holiday with. Maybe you had to go to work. So, I've been doing some decluttering. I did a little in my kitchen, I did a little in my bathroom, and then today that was yesterday. And then today I put the Christmas stuff away finally. And we haven't put the bins back up. I've been putting the Christmas stuff away a little at a time, but we've got to put the bins back up. Other than that, I think we're finished. I think I found everything and put it away. So join me in some decluttering if you would like. It's been a while since I've actually done a lot of decluttering, and things have been piling up again. So it's just time to sort of redo, reassess, whatever, you know what I mean? Okay, so I pulled some things out of my kitchen. I don't think I'm getting rid of this yet. I may. Funny thing about this, there's supposed to be 3 bowls, so there were 3 different sizes, and it looks like the smallest one has disappeared, so I don't... this is why I try not to take anything really expensive when I go to somebody's house, because I lost a really nice platter one time, a really nice china platter one time, and nobody ever fessed up, and I knew pretty much where I left it, and I guess they wanted it, I don't know, but nobody ever fessed up that they had it, and it was unique. It wasn't like dollar store platter. It was very nice. Pardon the lighting. I've just got this, it's very dark in here. I've got this lamp, and so it's like casting this weird shadow, so just pardon that. I do have this that I'm moving that blue thing out of the kitchen for now. I'm moving this out of the kitchen. When we have church potlucks, I use this. We use this for the holidays, for both holidays, for Thanksgiving and Christmas both. And it's gonna be probably a while before we have a church potluck, so I'm wanting to get this out of my kitchen. I'm trying to simplify in there. I have so much stuff, and like this, I only use this a few times a year, but I love it. It's necessary for the few times a year. It's for the deviled eggs. If you don't have one, you don't know what it is. And here's another one. This is an old Tupperware one. Same thing. It's a smaller, it holds less, but I love both of these, and I've used both of these at Thanksgiving and Christmas. Use them both. So I'm just moving those out of the kitchen. So that I've got to look for a place where I can put that, because my food storage room, that I call it, has kind of like too much stuff in that closet. So I'm gonna have to do some moving and shuffling to get these things in there. But those are things I don't want to part with. So I'm just trying to get them out of my closet, or out of my kitchen. I don't have a big pantry room, so that food storage room kind of has a small closet in there. Still not a big pantry, but it kind of works as a pantry. So, okay, I moved these towels. These are just hand towels that are older, and I have newer ones. I moved these out of my bathroom when I went into the bathroom. I still have some kitchen stuff. I'm jumping ahead, but I just moved these out. I'm not getting rid of them, because this kind of stuff I can use. It's about the right size to put into the cat carrier. Line the bottom with it, and then usually what I do is I put like a puppy pad and I tape it down, and then I can put a towel on top of that. So then if they have an accident, I don't have I still have a mess, but not the hugest mess in the world. And they have a towel to lay on, and they also have the puppy pad in case there's, something that we don't want to discuss. Okay, we'll call it a foundation garment. One that I'm getting rid of. A pair of fuzzy socks I'm getting rid of. I got a new one of these from Temu, and it's flat, and it was so much easier to get the hair off. And you can see this is like gunky. It needs to be bleached. So that's just gonna get rid of that. We're not keeping that. I found some makeup items, some powder. I'm gonna get rid of this powder. It's mostly used up, and I've got a new one. I guess it's not mostly, but there's not that much in there. I've used it for a long time. I'm just ready to move on. I have a new one I'm using. I've got 2 nail polishes. I don't polish my nails. I'm trying just not to buy this kind of stuff anymore. So I think these are my last 2. I'm just trying not to spend money on that kind of thing. Just look over it and not be interested in that kind of thing anymore. I've got a lip gloss. I got this for Christmas. We do Dirty Santa at one of the places that we go. And so this was just it's not a name brand or anything. And I actually love lip gloss, but it kind of looked more like it was that paint kind of stuff. And I had already bought myself like a lip paint that was not what I thought. I thought it would be a lip gloss. So I've already thrown away one. So I'm going to give instead of using it, I'm going to give that one away. And then I mentioned this in another video that'll be coming out later this week. I'm doing the 10 Minutes Better video. So Friday, look for that. That's Friday. That's 10 Central. 10 Central, and what is that, 11 Eastern. I'm terrible with time zones. I just know what time it is in my house, 10 Central. But so look for that, and I'm going to talk about this. But my niece gave me a cute little warmer. It's very cute. I'm keeping the warmer, and I'm taking the little pot off, and these little scent chips go with it. But the smell, it's like just smelling it, just sitting here like this, it's too much for me. It gives me a headache. When I first got it, I really enjoyed it, and now I'm to the point where I'm having a horrible time with fragrances, like pretty much any candle. So this is just having to cut this out of my life. It's just a no. So I never used but like 1 or 2 of these little chips. So this is like a brand new thing. So I'm just gonna put that at the food pantry. I'm gonna finish using this up, but I asked my husband, I can see like there's about this much. But he had a new one, and I could tell he was using it. I said, are you getting rid of this? Are you done with this? He's like, yes. So I'm going to put this in my bathroom, turn it upside down, because this is like, what is this, like $8 for Lubriderm? It's 16 ounces. That's expensive. Maybe it's 6. I don't know, but it's a lot. That's a lot to just throw it out. So I'm just going to turn it upside down, use it in my bathroom. So I'll use that up. So I'm not getting rid of it yet. This was something else that was in the Dirty Santa. It's just a eyeglass case. So that is, I'm giving that to the food pantry. Somebody might need it. I've got silhouettes. I have to have like a certain type of glasses case. Okay, I have an extra set of these bear paws. So this has never even been opened. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I was cleaning out some cabinets. Again, we're back in the kitchen now. I was cleaning out some cabinets. I'm gonna go ahead and part with these, and they're brand new. So that'll go to the food pantry. Somebody might want that. I have several of these. This is the thing that you put your, is that right? No, it goes this way. That you put your eggs on in your Instant Pot, and I have several. I don't know which way it goes. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This way, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it goes this way. I'm crazy. I think it goes this way, because so you can lift it out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You put your eggs on there, but I have more than one of these, and so I'm going to part with this one. So I just don't need it. Food pantry. This I ended up never using. I hardly ever use I got an Instant Pot, and I used it and I used it. Somebody gave it to me. I don't buy stuff like that because I know me, but I used it and used it. It was too big for me. It was 8 quarts, is that right? It was huge. And I'm a small person and I can't lift a lot. And so I was having to lift it out of my cabinet to put it up, and I hurt my back doing that because I have to be so careful with stuff like that. So I got myself a 6 quart because I'd used it so much. I got the 6 quart and I quit using it. So my sister had bought me stuff, and I ended up this is like a steamer basket, so I'm just giving it away. I just ended up never using it. So if you're watching, Dawn, I never use it. I'm sorry. I don't know. I got the 6 quart, and I use it for the eggs. That's the only thing I do is boil eggs in it. I haven't, because so many of the things you can just do it on the stovetop. Have you noticed? Like if you have an Instant Pot, have you noticed most of the stuff you can make on the stovetop? And it doesn't really take any longer. It doesn't take you that long to make soup on the stovetop. So I use my crock pot a lot, but I'm not using the Instant Pot. So I'm just like, okay. I haven't parted with it because I love it for eggs. I could do the eggs on the stovetop, but to me, they're easier to peel. It works better for me in the Instant Pot. Okay, I got too many calendars. My dad always gives us calendars, and he is having trouble walking, and so I just wasn't sure. So while I was at Dollar Tree, I have like an extra one. And then I think I picked this up at the post office, like somebody was just handing them out free. So I have 2 I'm getting rid of. This one's still in the packaging. This was brand new, somebody handed it to me. Or I got it at the post office, I think. So maybe my friend gave it to me, and I told her I was gonna use it, but I ended up having extras of these because my dad did go to the dollar store. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get rid of these 2, take those to the, okay, these are napkins. They're brand new napkins somebody brought when they came to our house, and we just don't really use napkins. I could use them, but we just use paper towels. It'd be very easy for me to use these, but guess what? They're sitting in my cabinet. They've been sitting there for probably 3 years. I have not used them, so I put them in a nice, clean plastic bag, and or pretty clean. And I'm taking as clean as it's gonna be, and I'm taking those to the food pantry as well. And these, when I was putting the Christmas stuff away and then getting my stuff out, I realized when I had put the Christmas stuff out that it was more minimal than usual. I didn't put out quite as much. In fact, I had probably had 2 or 3 bins of stuff that I didn't even look at. I opened them and I said, you know what, I'm tired of decorating, and so I just put them away. So, and I'm not getting rid of my Christmas stuff because I decluttered a bunch of that last year, and I'm happy with the number I've got. I have 7 bins, which is still a lot, but for me, it's actually not that much. So I'm not worried about decluttering that. I've got room for it. I have space for it. Not worried about it. It's not cluttering my mind. I know some people say it's cluttering your mind. It actually isn't. It goes up to the attic. I think nothing of it until like Thanksgiving or sometime in November. But I had mentioned, and I think it's the 10 Minutes Better video, that what I'm noticing is the newer stuff that I get, I'm not attached to at all. And my older stuff I really like. So these are newer little pug. Somebody gave me these. I used to have a pug, and I love my pug stuff. But my older pug stuff, I'm more attached than this. And I don't want as many pugs sitting out. So I'm getting rid of these, which is fine. This is just a salt and pepper shaker. Very cute, but I just don't need them. And again, just not attached at all. And I think I actually bought myself this. Maybe somebody may have bought it. I don't remember. But it's just a pug. It says pug on there. It's just a little pug. I think there's some dust, cat hair. It's just a little pug pen. And I've just had it sitting with this little dog house. I've had it sitting like this. And again, I'm just not wanting to clutter that one little area. So I'm going to take that to the food pantry. So pretty much all this is going to the food pantry unless I said I was using it for something else. And then I've got this Christmas tray. I had bought it as a gift. And then I've got 2 of them and one I'm using. I've noticed this one's all dinged up right here. So it's kind of bent. And it was just $1. I mean, it says on here it was $1. So I'm going to, it was from Dollar General. So I'm just gonna put this at the food pantry as well. Someone will enjoy it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I've never used it. It just was, I think it was dinged when I got it and I didn't know it. Now, my mother-in-law has been living, not in our house, but she's been living here in the area. And she was very sick. I've mentioned, it depends on if you've seen my videos, but she's been very sick. She's been in the hospital, in and out of the hospital for weeks, unfortunately. It was a very unfortunate situation. She'd only been here a couple months. She had a massive stroke, in and out of the hospital, went to rehab for a couple weeks. They sent her back to the hospital. My sister-in-law, when she visited, she brought some of this, and it's got cat hair on it, of course, because why wouldn't it? Because it's been living at my house. So my husband asked her, did she want the stuff back? My mother-in-law passed away. I'm sorry. I'm going ahead of myself. My mother-in-law passed away yesterday on 12/31, and early in the morning we got the terrible phone call. Anyway, my sister-in-law said she didn't want any of this stuff back. I'm just going to put it because I don't need it. I was thinking about trying it, but then I just mentioned I'm having trouble with smells. I sprayed it in the air, and I was like, probably not going to like that on my head. So I'm going to give both of those away, and I know those are really nice products, and somebody can really use those. This was some kind of cleanser stuff. This might have been supplied by the hospital. I don't know. But it feels like it's completely full, so I'm going to go ahead and give that away. This was some hand cream that she had brought. It looks like she did use that, but when I smelled it, I couldn't even smell anything, which would probably be good because I can hardly handle smells. And then this is detangling spray. I actually need some detangling spray, but I have a feeling, let me sniff it. I'll sniff it, see what I think. Yeah, it's kind of strong. I'm gonna probably have something that doesn't really have a scent. So I'm gonna give that, that's, she bought all the stuff when she came to visit her mom at the hospital. And she also brought this purse. My sister-in-law brought this purse, and I think it was her old purse, and it's frayed in some areas, like on the handles are a little bit frayed on one, I don't remember which handle. Anyway, it looks like a very nice purse though. So she said we could give away anything that we wanted to give away, keep it or give it away or whatever. So I don't need a purse, so I'm giving, in fact, I've got another purse I need to give away. We'll do that later, but I'm giving this away. And there's also a bag of clothing that she got for my mother-in-law, and unfortunately she never really got a chance to wear any of it. So she also said it had tags on it, and she said she wasn't going to return it. She wasn't going to worry about it. She doesn't live here, and it'll probably be a while before she comes back. My mother-in-law is being cremated, and she actually hadn't lived here in about 45 years. She doesn't really have any friends here. She has 2 friends here, obviously us, the family. The family that lives here is a very small group of us, and she has 2 friends, and one has dementia. So having a funeral, probably, except, my husband said we could have a funeral for ourselves, but it would just be for us because all of her friends are in a different state across the country. So, or most, just about everybody. So I don't know that my sister-in-law will be back anytime soon, but anyway, she said that I could either wear the clothes or, you know, we could just move on. So I don't really need, I've just bought myself a few things and I don't really need anything. And so it's a bag of brand new clothes. So I'm gonna stick that over there as well, but I didn't bring it in here. So two other things that I pulled out of my kitchen. I don't want to get rid of this because I think I've already rebought one of these iced tea pitchers because I got rid of mine and then I bought another one. So I'm just gonna try to move this out back into that food storage area that I mentioned that is too crowded. So I'm gonna have to move some stuff out of there. So you might see some decluttering in there at some point, and I have decluttered in there before, nothing new. One thing I've learned over the past year is that I can call myself in maintenance mode all day long, but I'm, you know, gonna continue to clutter the house up. So for me to sit here and say I'm in maintenance mode is a little bit disingenuous because here we are again decluttering, and you see I'm surrounded by stuff. It's quite a bit. So that's the rest of it. So that's the thing, because it's kind of bulky. Like you could just make tea in the pot's another thing you could do, tea in the pot on the stove, but this is very much quicker. Now the other thing that I'm getting rid of, this is just random Christmas stuff. So my friend gave me a Christmas gift in this. It's just like a little cheap kind of, it's thicker than paper, but it's kind of like cheap cardboard. So I'm gonna put that into the trash. Here's a little box I do not need. I'm gonna take that to the food pantry. This is a nice box that I got a gift in, but I don't really want to store it for myself to give a gift. I think I'm just gonna take that to the food pantry, so that's gonna go. And then I have some cardboard boxes I'm gonna take to recycling. I've got a bunch of cardboard recycling. We do have cardboard recycling here. So I've got a bunch of boxes that I dug out of my bins because I'm just not using them this year. I got some ornament containers, actually contain ornaments. So I was able to empty out several boxes. So that's what all this is. And I'm getting rid of some random tissue paper that's just worn out. Another box, whoops, and one more box. So I want to make sure I didn't have my address on it. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's everything. So I was trying to have a really quick video. I'm sorry about the lighting. I know it's crazy, but you get the general idea, and maybe that'll help you in your decluttering journey. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you next time. Again, be sure and check out my Friday video, my 10 Minutes Better video. And also, I've been trying to upload a Temu try-on. I only got, 3 items, I think. You know, my Temus aren't very long usually, so I don't buy tons of stuff there. So I did do a Temu try-on video. I just haven't posted it yet. So be looking for that if you like to watch try-on videos. The lighting was better. It was very bright in here when I did that video, so it was much better than this. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.